So a lot of times I get asked, what is this detox lifestyle and why is it a lifestyle? And the short answer is, like anything, like your yoga practice, like your meditation practice, it's not something that you can start and at some point you're finished. You start it and it becomes a journey, it becomes a practice that you really incorporate into your daily life. And as you grow, it grows with you and it evolves with you and you evolve with it. So the same thing happens really with the living mucus-free lifestyle. It's a lifestyle because for most of us that come to living mucus-free, we have accumulated 20, 30, 40, 50 years of waste and cellular degeneration in our body. And that simply will not be undone overnight, or not in 6 months, or not in a year, and not even in 2 years' time completely. You can certainly achieve a great level of health back in 6 months, in 12 months, or 24 months, depending on the state with which you began. But it will not be done. It's not that then the work is done, you're clean as a whistle, and you could potentially go back to your previous lifestyle. No, if you were to do that, you would come to see that very quickly you will regain all your previous health issues, and then you kind of have to start from scratch. Not a good idea. So the idea of living mucus-free as a lifestyle is to learn to incorporate regular fasting, which means fasting once a week, fasting on a regular basis once a month, slightly longer. So maybe once a week you want to do a 24-hour fast, once a month a 2 or 3 day fast of some sort, and seasonally you want to maybe do a 7-day fast, or what we generally do is twice a year we do a 40-day fast. So however you want to work it, it's really about incorporating regular fasting into your regime, regular dry fasting, regular periods where maybe you do only juicing, regular periods where you do fruit only, regular periods where you can also do just greens to rebuild your body. And then inevitably you will have also periods where you will go back to some level of mucus lean foods, and obviously initially that will be more, and then as you evolve through this lifestyle you will need less of the mucus lean foods and less cooked foods, and it will be more and more raw and less of the mucus lean foods. But initially that will be the majority, and you will have the shorter periods of just fruit, just raw, just juices, fasting, and then you go back to your old foods simply because your body couldn't take constant detoxification. And that is where a lot of people go wrong with this process, because they think that they can do it all in one sweep. And so they tend to maybe fast intensively for a year or 2 or even 3 years, consecutive fasts, long periods of just fruit, and they totally miss out on the integration period, on the transition period, and on the rebuilding period. So when we strip and rebuild, that is where this whole process becomes a lifestyle. And with each stripping and each rebuilding cycle, we actually get better and better and better and experience higher states of well-being and of clarity and complete embodiment. So that is why it needs to become a lifestyle, and it needs to become something that you integrate over long periods of time, and you then find your personal golden path, your best, which for some people is mostly fruit diet. For others it will be a high fruit but with still raw vegetables and nuts and seeds, and for others it will be somewhere more mucus lean with periods of high fruit and greens and raw and fasting. So that's kind of the living mucus-free lifestyle in a nutshell.